I've been talking about SEN split for 3 hours, complete pussies in the first time they faced G2, and the second time it actually kind of worked out because Zekken stopped being a pussy, Bang stopped being a pussy, and G2 couldn't just do whatever they wanted. So SEN are just playing super far back. They have Neri all the way in backside. They have Bang towards pillar, and then you have Celsius in heaven, not really contesting mid. No one's contesting mid actually. So B main's empty, A main's empty. John's all the way in spawn. Zekken is tucked under flower, and SEN don't really check anything. They just have Zekken tucked in. He just gets lucky that he's not blasted by breach. And this is just SEN's plan at this point. Like they have 2 flashes on narrate. They have blast. They have omen blinds. They have viper wall. Like they're pretty happy to just take this fight. They're just happy to let G2 take sight and do the fight after. It's too hard for G2 to defend when SEN just have so much more util than them. Like on this pistol retake, they're just full sacking Celsius. They're like, yo, run in there. I'll blind off your contact, breach blind, omen blind, you just run. And at this point, you're still up breach blast and breach flash. And Trent is just sad. This guy has to fight through smoke, flash, blast, and it's pretty much a guaranteed loss. You see more retake setup. Like John's playing heaven, Narrate's playing sight, Zekken's playing like fake close, but he has TP to get out, and then Bang just isolated on sight because he has no way to get out. He has no way to get out and no help. And you look at G2's util, they're just completely empty. So there's like, fuck it, let's run into their spawn and take the fight. I'm not trying to get droned, stunned again, blinded, blasted, flashed, and then they get one. So I guess they're like kind of comfortable with it being a 4v3. Like they don't mind taking the fight as much anymore, and they just took out all of John's util, but then they get util comboed anyways and they lose their force. No, they fake TPP main and then they flash B main. Jog flashes, you get Taeho rockets, and then they also fake the mid take. I guess the way they took mid, it kind of looks like they're going back into this A split. So SEN are like, you know what, let's just fight the weak side. Or, you know, let's just pick one side to fight and we're gonna fight the A main side. And I'm pretty sure they perfectly weighed out the timing. Your TP is 30 seconds. They fight this on a minute 10, right when it expires. You see Zekken whip out his TP for half a second. And he's like, what the hell? I'm still here. And it's just the start of the G2 snowball. I mean, this round's pretty crazy too. Like you see Jog posted all the way back up. Like Leaf is in the lurk position. Zekken's gonna try to ult, find who's lurking A, take Omen blind, take breach stun, and just blast them. He pops out, Jog starts running, insta trades, and then now they start moving towards B. I feel like they're still not too sure of how many people are playing on site, and they kind of get it for free. Like they don't really get any resistance. Like SEN only decide to fight when the tap happens. You see Zelsus swing out, try to catch someone, but he can't do anything. As soon as Narrate's stun comes out, Valen counterblinds heaven, so they can't even capitalize. You see Jog has flash, Trent has stun, Jonah has double flash and a stun. Like Jonah just posted up, ready to stun CT off of anyone that comes out. SEN try to retake, Jog's ready to flash front sight, Trent stuns the heaven drop. It's just too impossible for them to come in. But like this combo is like they just used Jog ult, or they use your ult, drone. Like you're forced to play retake because Jog ulted, and they cleared out all of heaven, they cleared out all of sight, and now you're stuck screens. But Trent has ult, so they're just gonna trap you if you try to retake. They hear Zekken shoot the clone, they hear Zekken flash, and they're just like, fuck it, let's just blast CT. Valen blinds, Trent ults, Bang can't see shit. He TPs right into the Taeho ult. Zekken tries to TP out. His TP gets instantly broken by Taeho ult, and it's GG. And Zealous is just too poor to fight back on B. SEN don't put any pressure anywhere on the map, and they take all of B with drone, TP. Zealous tries to keep CT with Viper ult, but there's just so much util left. They just blast them before he can even get it off. He eats rockets, stun, breach blast, spam, and he just gets destroyed. Like there's just so little resistance. Jog doesn't give a fuck. He just runs straight through stairs because he hears Narrate rotating. I mean, they don't fight anything. He's just holding. Don's holding. You know what? To be fair, they're waiting for Narrate's ult. Let's say there were 4 people in heaven. What the fuck is John supposed to do? Is this guy supposed to updraft knives them? It was actually completely fried. Like even if Jog didn't kill him, that ult wasn't doing shit. And then now they're just like, you know what? Center complete pussies. Let's just take sight. And then they stop being pussies. And now they actually start fighting. Like I'm pretty sure this is what Kaplan called in the timeout. Like stop being pussies, re-clear shit, fight. Like, don't just let them take the entire site and keep all their util. Oh my god, this is the round I cannot believe they lost still. It's insane. Second ult, 2 flashes, paranoia, drone, Taeho stun, 4v3. Zekken scanning everyone. I guess he flashed them into elbow. Bang solo blinds Valen and no one can kill him. John stunned the air. And now we're 0 flashes, no blind, no stun, no damage. And then now you're relying on gunfight. And now you call a second timeout to tell your team to stop being pussies again. Okay, but you have to be pussy into your ult. It's just not fair. Unless you're Zelsus. Unless you're getting your ulted, you run into the heaven smoke and then you pop wall and just swing out because you don't give a fuck. Coach told me to stop being a pussy. I'll stop being a pussy. He eats Breach Stun, Breach Blast, Teho Rockets, Omen Paranoia, but it's actually not bad. They paid so much to kill him. And then now they're fighting before the tap even happens. They drone through heaven and they see Jog and they just spam the shit out of him. So now they're 4v3 and G2 had just posted up screens ready to fight off of any util. Oh, this retake was actually really good because they blasted elbow and then Neri runs around to heaven. He stuns where Jonah and Valen actually are after backing off, and then he holds the right side. And it's just unplayable for G2. So like round 11, they actually start figuring it out. Like they do the one way and they actually put someone on the one way. And it's going to be Zekken because he can't be punished because Euro TP is disgusting. He gets droned out. There's no other util to get Zekken out. So they're forced to breach ult air. I guess you can say G2 took the site, but at the same time, look at their util. They have one Yoru flash. They have one Yoru flash. Before they even get to plant, SEN have 2 Yoru flashes, Viper Molly, Omen Blind, full Teho util, double Breach Flash, and still have Breach Blast, and Breach Stun is coming back. Like, even if you're forced to fight into Viper Pit, you still have so much stuff to clear it out with. Yeah, Sang get completely fucked in the mid round, but it's kind of whatever. It happens. Like, their situation was so much better initially that you can't even be mad. And they just start this by fighting A again, like, super hard. So, like, I guess by the end of the half, they figure out how they have to start dealing with G2. And I think they're a little bit out of sync. John wants to re-clear heaven, but Darius anchoring on site. He could have just been playing screens with the wall up. And you kind of just 4 seconds into this fight, or else you're going to fight potentially 3v3 after this. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to get collided by Trent, like, it just happened. But everything else is so much better. And you see it in the second time they face off on split. Zekken's playing up. They're baiting for each other. Like, I think this is the first time Zekken actually swung out mid. And you have the trap with Breach and Spawn with the stun out too. I think this round, Bang just fucked up a little bit. Or he TP'd back to CT when he probably just should have TP'd behind pillar, stay on site. You see Zelsis running out. You see Nary wide swinging to hold or just to take the fight, and Bang can't see anything. Can't really swing out anymore because there's no one to fight with. Yeah, I mean, Sun just get punished for it. They don't really have a good way to get back on. I mean, the big switch up is Zekken switches his TP timing to 10 seconds later into the round, so he doesn't get surprised anymore. And he's actually down to step up on A main and take the fight. They hold B main through the one way this time instead of just leaving it completely empty. They counter stun as soon as Jonah stuns. And now in mid, it's not John playing all the way back in spawn. He's actually staring down the vent line. I still don't get how G2 won this. They just fucking steal rounds. I guess it's the same thing where they could just play screens. Because Nary wants to stun the guy that comes out of heaven anyways if they run into spawn. If they don't run into spawn, you can just re-clear heaven with all your util since you're up so much. But at the same time, Trent is killing you full stunned. But with this spot, now you have no info. You have no idea where anyone is. I mean, G2 would have pulled like 120% to win this round. But I think SEN could have still won this round from the spot they were in. I mean, this is an eco, but they're still willing to fight out. I mean, it's a little different on eco. They're not gonna have a good retake on eco anyways, but it's so much closer. Like, they're actually making the choke point a choke point instead of just letting them have everything for free. Now they're actually scared of B main because they've actually been counter stunning. They've been smoking. They're putting a body in it. And Bang is playing different too. He's not just TPing out as soon as he's getting utiled. He's blinding down and he's running out at him. Like, you see Jog still has his TP in B main, but he gets blinded and he thinks Bang is so pussy that he's just gonna TP out. Like, he can't even imagine that Bang will swing out like this. Like, he thinks that he's guaranteed stun backside. Like, why should I TP out if they're not gonna fight me, right? And Trent looks like a complete fucking moron because he thinks the same thing too, but Bang is already all the way out. Old SEN, they're standing back and they're waiting for something to happen. Like, they're waiting for the tap to come out, but Nary is already running out of CT. This guy has not stopped holding W. They're just committed to the fight. Like, they're blasting this B main area because G2 have been faking this TP flash thing, and you know for a fact Valen cannot TP over if you do that. So G2's thinking like, okay, they stop playing like pussies. Zekken's actually playing up. Bang's actually fighting me. We can kind of bait them into fights. Like, we can try to punish them for dry swinging us. And look at John, he's just swinging out. He doesn't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you're rocketing heaven and you're rocketing my spawn. Like, G2 are still thinking we have to fuck this kid over. Like, if we don't fight Zekken, he's just gonna stand here and he's gonna have so much info and they can just play back on B, play back on mid because they're so confident in A. This guy is single-handedly winning them rounds by not playing like a pussy. But overall, yeah, grand finals went a lot better than upper semis for them. Don't play like pussies. All right, I'm done. Bye-bye.